I'm Park Soon, your psychological mentor. Today, I'm going to sing a famous commercial jingle, and I hope that by doing so, you might have some realizations. I'm going to try to make this helpful for you in some way. I'm not someone who listens to the radio often, but sometimes while commuting to the academy or driving outside, I would listen to the radio. But every time these kinds of jingles would come on, my voice isn't in great condition, so I can't sing perfectly, and I ask for your understanding. It's much better. The faithful wife is the best. Sun fuel is the best. A friend is an old friend, a childhood companion. The nation's fuel, sun fuel. Anyway, so you've heard this a lot, right? I think I've heard it a lot ever since I was very young too. I'm not sure when exactly this jingle first came out. To me, this jingle is almost perfect. Well, nothing in the world is truly perfect. But I think it's a really good jingle, one that's close to perfect in its own way. So there's really nothing more to fix or tweak about it. And it's sung by those older men. They sang it with rather deep, resonant voices. Anyway, a devoted wife is the best, right? Saying that a devoted wife isn't good means you're a psychopath, not a normal person, just someone who's completely lost their way in life. So, of course, a devoted wife is a good thing. This just becomes an unconscious suggestion that gets ingrained, and Sunyeonryo is good too. This means devoted wife equals Sunyeonryo. That's the kind of equation we're dealing with. So you can't abandon your devoted wife. Of course, if you have multiple butane tanks, you have to grab the sun fuel. You get it, right? That's how they hypnotize you. With suggestions. And if you keep going, a friend is an old friend, a childhood companion. See, having such a long-time friend is a good thing, right? Of course, that's sun fuel. You can't refuse it. A childhood friend, something you shouldn't throw away. That logic, that suggestion that once you buy it, you have to keep using it like a friend, keeps getting ingrained. With that kind of imagination, you recall good friends, and then Sunyeonryo gets matched with that image. The national fuel, Sunyeonryo. Anyway, so this national fuel is like the national MC, right? There are so many national little sisters, right? Kim Yuna, Son Yeon-jae, and there must be others too, though I'm not sure who's famous these days. But just like we have national MCs or national little sisters, Sunyeonryo becomes the national fuel in that way. Now, the national psychological mentor is Park Suni. Yes. Anyway, you all get it. So in this way, calling it the national fuel, something that represents the country, creates even more trust and recognition among people. It's a really great kind of CM song that builds that perception. So this is truly a CM song that naturally puts people into a state of intense focus, and unity is really, really close to perfect. In my own way, I'm a fan of sun fuel, but I have no reason to buy sun fuel or any kind of butane gas, because first of all, I don't inhale butane gas. I've never inhaled it before, so I won't be inhaling it in the future either. That's why I have no reason to buy it. And secondly, I don't go camping with butane gas because I'm so busy. Instead of going camping, I prefer to just relax comfortably and stay somewhere. Camping really isn't my style, so even though I like sun fuel, I rarely have the chance to buy it. But anyway, there's also Max Butane and a lot of other brands. They don't explode or anything. There's Max Butane, and in any case, there must be all sorts of butane brands. Even though there are all these butane gases, if I really had to buy butane gas, then my hand would probably be reaching for sun fuel. That's probably what would happen. But if anyone from sun fuel is watching this, please don't contact me for advertising. Honestly, unless it's related to education, I won't pay any attention to it at all. Yes, anyway, things like sun fuel's jingle are actually a great example of how a high level of focus and a state of trance can be naturally created, and how subconscious suggestions can be given. That's why I brought it up as an example. For me, my perspective is always about how to create a more impressive and effective state of deep concentration and trance. So even when I hear a jingle like this, I can't just listen to it casually. I listen while analyzing these aspects. That's why my database keeps growing and accumulating with information that can create a state of deep concentration and trance. So even as I get older, I have this solid framework, and while others might just know No Sayon song wins, we are not growing old, but rather ripening little by little. I always live as someone who is constantly ripening. Even as I age, young people come to me and say, please teach me, Master, about the solid frameworks and robust databases you have built up. They will come to me like this. Anyway, you need to have a framework. In any case, I hope that you will observe everything around you, whether it's commercial jingles or anything else through such a framework, and that you will apply that intense focus and state of immersion to your own field, so you can excel even more impressively in your area of expertise. If you found today's video helpful, please subscribe, like, and set the notification bell. And always stay strong. Thank you.